Hi, ever wonder how my desk gets dirty and messy? Well, one thing is that I try to do something, get a few lights into a locomotive, but it's not running well, so I have to work at the motor, and there's some details to be added, so there's some other stuff. And then I wanted to add LEDs, and I noticed that all the LEDs went broken all the time. And figuring out why, I found out that there's a voltage difference between my separate power supply that I was using and the earthing of my soldering iron. The culprits, a nice Weller soldering iron and a UNI-T UTP3313 30 volt 3 amp power supply. And this is what I think broke my LEDs. The power supply is passing through about 60 volts of AC voltage. Now, the lower plug is for the power supply. If I turn the plug around, I'm exchanging neutral and phase. So, now that's changed, power supply is on again, and all of a sudden the voltage here is reduced to around 12 volt. Now I would understand this if this would be a switching power supply with the EMC coupling capacitor in between to okay, then you always have roughly half your net voltage, your supply voltage, with a high impedance on your output. But no. First, I'm still measuring here with a 10 mega ohm probe. But now that I put my probe to 1 times, which is then 1 meg, I still have about 20 volts left, and the shape has changed a lot. And the strangest thing is that this is not a switching power supply. It has a real transformer with a power switch, a power input, a switch and a voltage selector switch, and all the high voltage side is from here in the back. And all the low voltage comes here on the front. So what kind of coupling is this? Capacitive? Almost has to be, because if it's inductive, the shape wouldn't change by turning, or nor shape nor voltage would change by turning the plug around. So is this simply something very bad at the trafo? But it has to be capacitive. So I'm baffled with what is happening here. Bad trafo, probably, but all that extra work of having to check your test equipment and your tools and repairing your tools and stuff like that, and making a video about it and figuring out and pondering, it slows down the process of simply putting some LEDs into a locomotive. If anyone has a suggestion if this is repairable other than by uncoupling it, ping me, leave a comment. I don't hate subscribing either. Bye bye.